Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to show you how to help improve your PvP skills in Preyday while just doing stuff at your base. So a lot of PvP skills you can hone in and not actually be in PvP. So one of the best PvP skills you can get is opening and closing your inventory. Because, if you're in PvP, you don't want to be in and out of your inventory a whole lot. You don't. And if you are in your inventory, you want to be very quick about it. So just press your backpack button, press the close button, and just work on that. Quickly take inventory of your gear. There's a lot of times you'll be running and you want to stop, check your ammo, check your armor durability, check your gun durability, and then you just want to be able to do that in like a second. Like, you want to do that very quickly. Another thing is if you're in PvP and you're expecting to be a lot of people, like if it's an airdrop or something, you're gonna, and like your armor's low durability or something, you want to be able to switch it out, which, by the way, I don't recommend going into PvP with like broken stuff. If you're going to be going into PvP, bring the best that you possibly can, because when you go into PvP and you skimp on armor or guns or meds or ammo, you will 9 times out of 10 be killed, because other people don't skimp. They've learned the hard way that if you're skimping on stuff and you go into a 2v2, chances are you're going to lose. It doesn't matter if you have jam level 5 like I do. It doesn't matter if you're really good at PvP and you can switch your meds out like that, and it's like even faster than that. It doesn't matter. You're gonna die because other people have better gear. Now, another thing you're gonna want to finish, like, practice doing at your base is practice putting stuff on very quickly and switching out your meds and stuff and doing all that. So you notice how I just did all that? It took a little while, but in PvP, that's definitely enough time to get you killed. So you definitely want to be able to do that. See how I did that? It took me half a second to quit my HK. It took me another half a second. Because if you're 2v2, you're in, like, let's say you used up all your meds. Let's say this slot is completely empty and you're being attacked and you're doing a 2v2 and your friend's right behind you. This is another good tactic. Take it one person in front, one person in behind. So as you're attacking, one person in the front is taking all that damage. They're tanking, and they're going to be using up all their meds until they have, now, not all of your meds. What you're going to do when you still have like 2 or 3 left, you're still going to want to fall behind the other person. They're going to tank, you're going to switch out your meds, and then you just take turns doing that until either one of you dies or you win the fight or somebody runs away. So that's basically what you're going to want to do. That's a good tip. Always practice just switching out your meds, because that's the most important thing in PvP, is switching out your meds. You will use so many meds, so just practice. Go in your inventory, tap it, double tap it, and then go out. And have it in a spot where you're going to know, okay, every time I go into PvP, it's in this spot. For me, my loadout is I always keep it dead center of my inventory in this particular spot, so that I know I can always go in there, muscle memory, equip it, and just be out. It's super fast, super easy. So when I'm in PvP and I'm PvPing, doing 2v2s, 2v3s, 3v3s, 1v3s sometimes even, I go in, I switch out my meds, and go out. If you're doing a 1v3, chances are you're going to die in half a second, because you're getting, the DPS of 3 people with HKs and Ensign. But if you just do in a 1v3, let's say you do by some chance happen to get into 1v3, a lot of times you're going to be doing a 2-man team. If you're even going to want to consider this method as a 2-man team, one person runs and decoys them and just runs and like tries to take a little bit of damage as your friend runs away. Maybe your friend has better gear. Maybe you have the better gear and your friend's just a lot more poor than you and you want to protect him. You're just going to decoy and take that fire and make sure you don't run out of meds. You're just going to want to like be bobbing and weaving in and out of the exit zone, and you're really going to want to do that, like, no matter what, just to make sure that you don't have mobs and stuff on you. But you're going to do that, and your friend gets out, and then you just leave, and, it works out pretty well. But if you're solo, or you have a team that's like halfway across the map, or you've killed somebody, or you just like feel like annoying the crap out of them, you just go in, you attack them, you do as much damage as you can, and then you get out. So, but that's stuff you hone in PvP. So that's kind of PvP tips right there. I don't recommend doing when you're outnumbered or outgeared or even especially outclassed because you really just don't want to. You die a lot. But really, the things you can practice in your base is just learning how to turn, really fast. Just building that muscle memory of where your stuff is, opening and closing, because that will greatly increase your chances of surviving in a PvP fight. Now you see how this HK is like broken. Don't bring something like this into PvP unless maybe you're doing two, because it auto switches out your weapon when it breaks. So if you are using low durability guns like this, you just switch them out. So yeah, that's it. Hope you enjoyed.